If you want to permanently prevent shoulder injury, the answer isn't more rotator cuff work or more stretching. It's building through or around scapular support. The shoulder is a 360-degree ball and socket joint, insanely mobile, and because of that, inherently unstable. Modern sedentary life makes your shoulder both stiff and unstable. If you walk into the gym and start heavy bench presses or heavy pressing without that stability, compensation hits limit and pain follow. The very first step to build your bulletproof shoulder would be mobilize your thorax. Please take your time with this. Your thorax has front, side, and back, each covered by different muscle groups. For anterior mediastinum, you should focus on pecs and abs. Restricted anterior mediastinum lead to poor thoracic extension and therefore low back pain when overhead pressing. If you have the same issue, be patient and release these two muscle groups. For lateral thorax, tight lats and tricep massively limit overhead mobility. Muscle including intercostal, serratus anterior, and subscapularis that covering your rib cage definitely with some patience. The stiffness of this muscle will too limit the expansion of your rib cage. For the posterior mediastinum, massage the mid and lower trap. Poor posterior expansion showed up as scapular winging. If the posterior thorax is compressed, your scapula have no foundation to push from, so don't skip this step. To best open up the space between your joint, hook your finger around a yoga block and sink all the way down while gripping it hard. Feel the link between your hand and scapula. You should feel a deep stretch under the armpit. Breathe into the back and hold it for 10 breaths. If this aggravates your low back, regress to a lower block height and focus on breathing into your lower abs. Now let's get into stability exercise, and we have 3 planes of basic support: your front, side, and back. For front support, you have planks and back crawl. You guys know what's up, I'm not going to elaborate on this. The Copenhagen plank integrates the spiral line that link upper and lower limb stability. You'll feel the adductor engage. If it's too hard, put your knee on the bench to reduce the level. If you train only like a bodybuilder, most of your movement happen in the sagittal plane. Means you know only how to move forward and backward. If you think Patrick's side plank only work your abs, you're underselling them. They train your lateral line, hip abduction, scapular lateral support, and anti-lateral flexion core strength. Modern people move their hand mostly in front of the body. Reverse plank open up the anterior chain. Breathe into the upper chest and feel your glutes and hamstring engage. If your scapular support is weak, lift your hips only slightly from the ground. If you are strong enough, you can progress to dynamic version like I do in the video. For advanced option, we have 2 vertical direction, downward and upward. For downward vertical support, you have L-sit. Challenge it by moving your feet to change the leverage. Once this is solid, progress to deep to further loop vertical pushing. For upward vertical support, of course, we have handstand. Kick up to the wall and prioritize the connection from the hand, the scapula to your thorax. If you can't kick up yet, practice wall crawl. Only when you have true scapular support and thoracic extension, you can bring that into your heavy presses. That's how you properly strengthen vertical pushing. What most people go wrong is that the heavy press with poor scapular support and limited thoracic extension. The result, jamming joint, lumbar overextension, and short-term muscular growth via compensation, not long-term structural improvement. You'll be stronger in the mirror, but not necessarily stronger in the right way. Thanks God that you are not injured yet. For beginners, before any pressing movement, try animal flow first. This drill trains joint linkage, coordination, and multi-ankle scapular support. They also develop anterior core stability and spiral chain integration, basically activating the entire power chain that stabilizes the scapula. Don't rush to make the movement look flashy. Moving faster to look good is usually losing control. Slow down. We are training core and scapular structural stability, not choreography. For advanced trainee, add reverse plank and scorpion switch to push your scapular support at a more extreme angle. Treat this as basic function to develop slowly. Get your hardware passing the test, then download the software, which refer to advanced technique here. This is how you make real, lasting progress and prevent shoulder injury in long term.